Good morning, everybody. I thought I would take this opportunity to do the weekly update and give you a quick walkthrough on your weekly work all in one video. So we will Zoom today at 11 if you have further questions, but I figured this would be helpful if you were not able to make the Zoom and you wanted to get a little walkthrough on this week's work. So last week, super successful. We had a lot of really good work done and completed. Remember, this was last week's assignment. If you still haven't turned it in, it's this button right up here. So mine says return, yours will say turn in, but you want to get your work done right here on the dock and then get it turned into me. You will need to have a little bit of background knowledge for this week from last week's work for the writing, so keep that in mind. Okay, if you go into Classroom and you see the stream, all right, sometimes the stream can get clogged up with different things, but right now, my assignment and Mrs. Worley's assignment are both posted. If those get bumped down, remember, you always have it over here for when it is due. I'm making this week's work due by Thursday night. And the reason I want to do that is Friday, I need to spend some time calculating your grades, figuring out what you've done, doing dojo points. So if you're working on Friday, it makes it tough for me to see what exactly you're getting done, or I might miss things. Same if you're completing assignments over the weekend, that's fine. I just won't be able to put that in for your points for the week. So I think you want to use Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to work on your things as best you can. And then that way, Friday, I can give you some feedback as far as what I am seeing. So for your work this week, okay, you can see no one has turned it in. That's good. We don't want you turning it in without doing it. It looks very much like last week, and I did that on purpose so that you felt a little bit more comfortable maybe with what you are doing. So you're going to be watching this video today, which I have right there, and then comment found it. That way I know you've seen the video and you know what's going on. Thursday, you just want to make sure that you turn it in. Reading, we're going to keep the same. I think that's been successful. If you click on the blue Peter, it will take you right to the reading playlist for Peter. You don't have to be on the current chapter. So if you are a couple chapters behind, that's totally fine. Listen and then comment so that I know you're completing your read aloud. Math, we're going to keep the same. That's been really good. If you are missing login information, I can get it for you. We can try to figure out how to get you onto things if you're forgetting how to get there. We'll talk about writing in a second. For social studies science, this week we're going to do a little more social studies, a little bit more sailing oriented on how to work the boat. So this is what you want to use, these videos here, and then just watch, and you can leave a private comment right in your assignment. Your assignment will have that spot for the private comment. You can leave it right there, and that way I can see what you do for the week. We don't even need to do it on the dock. All right, for writing, these are a little bit longer pieces, and there'll be a walkthrough tomorrow for them to show you what to do. But Monday, Tuesday are basically 2 days. I wanted you to take some time taking one of your new settings that you came up with last week from Peter and write me a description of what it looks like, but use sensory words. So we'll talk a little bit about that in tomorrow's screencast. But this should be a little bit longer piece than what you maybe did last week. Rather than do 4 choppy things, we're going to spend 2 days. So work a little bit on one day, work a little bit on another, and you'll have a nice piece at the end. Same for Wednesday, Thursday. Create a new villain for Peter to face. No Umbra, but someone just as tough to beat. Tell me about them. What are their powers? Where do they come from? Why do they not get along with Peter? So same thing. What we will likely do with these is then take them and organize, do all those types of things we would do in writing with them. So it's going to be very important that you get to these things. By Thursday night, you want to turn this assignment in. That way I can give you a score. If you complete everything, it'll be 100. And then if you miss things, you have the rubric to kind of take a look at and see where you might fall. I realize there's always hiccups. There's always like little glitches. So just communicate with me and we should be good. So I hope everybody has a good week. I'm here to help as the week goes on, and hopefully we will see you today for the Zoom.